reason why we built FAPSCO is to unite the Filipino online professionals industry, to also promote collaboration with each other, and of course, we wanted to help produce skilled online professionals, specialists, and of course, leaders.
We've created POPSCO with a vision to become an organization that supports all Filipino online professionals to be successful in their online careers and businesses, regardless of their affiliations.
I joined FAPSCO because as an online professional who's working at the comfort of my home, I needed other individual can share with me on this freelancing journey.
The reason why we have built the Filipino Online Professional Service Cooperative is to help the ICT graduates, aspirant freelancers, and this is also to help them develop, explore, and acquire new skills when it comes to online professional industry.
Ang paglambo o kalampusan sa usa ka organisasyon nagadepende sa kalidad sa mga miyembro o mga lideres niini. Ang FAPSCO dili lang adunay maanindot kayo nga advokasya o misyon na matabangan kitang tanang mga online professionals na magkahiusa, mulambo o mutubo kita sa atong pagpanarbaho o pagnegosyo online.
FAPSCO for me is a digital opportunity for me to develop and share my skills.
I joined FAPSCO as one of the founding members because I knew FAPSCO is going to be backed by other veteran online professionals and freelancers, thereby having an experienced, solid, and passionate founding members that we have today.
I joined FAPSCO because the vision of the co-op aligns with my personal vision to provide much-needed support to online professionals nationwide.
I joined FAPSCO because the people that I've met have the same values, mission, and vision as mine, and that is to provide assistance, free training, and coaching to those who wants to jumpstart their career as a freelancer.
I joined the FAPSCO community because it promotes collaboration instead of competition.
I joined FAPSCO because this is a group with a helping hand.
I wanted to be part of an organization that would be a pioneer group of individuals who will be working to promote online freelance.
Ayan na naman, nag-bloopers naman kami. Good evening, everyone. Nako, eto na naman tayo. Welcome to FAPSTalk. Friends and online professional, this show is for you. May naririnig akong background, wait lang. Nasaan ba siya? For you. Sino ang naka-on? Okay, yan, natahimik na. Alright, ulit. So, FAPSTalk, syempre, is brought to you by FAPSCO, the national-based cooperative for and by Filipino online professionals. And if you haven't liked our page yet, please go to facebook.com/fapsco.ph. You may also find us in Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, at syempre sa aming website, fapsco.ph. Ayan, so salamat sa aming regular partner, syempre ang FAPSCO Media, ang SMM at ang membership team at ang lahat ng mga FAPSCO members and ang aming mga co-online professionals sa buong industry. At syempre, kakamustahin ko na. Kamusta ang aking mga beautiful host? I miss you guys. How are you, Jane?
Hi.
May
Narinig pa rin akong
background. Una, kanina.
Narinig pa rin akong
Oo nga, parang may background pa rin.
Na-check ko ngayon sa akin eh.
Ano kaya yun?
Oo nga, parang may background pa rin.
Na-check ko
Anyway.
Ano kaya yun?
Oo nga, parang may background pa rin.
Nasaan mo?
O, di ba may echo?
Anyway.
Ano kaya yun?
Oo nga, parang may background pa rin.
Nasaan mo?
O, di ba may echo?
Wala sa akin eh.
Wala rin sa akin eh. Kaya mo na, wag na natin pakinggan. Mag-ano na lang tayo. Kakauwi ko lang mula sa pag-chauffeur sa mga anak ko. Napaka-busy ng social life. Sa mga anak ko. Napaka-busy ng social life. Sa mga anak ko. Ang daming echo.
Kaya nga. Parang hindi na tayo maka-proceed. Parang
Yung Popsco co-op.
maka-proceed.
Kaya naka-ano na siya, naka-mute na siya eh.
Sa akin din wala eh, muted eh. Wala na, nanahimik na. Bloopers po kami, technical difficulty, pasensya na. Ayan, nanahimik na, Je.
So, ibig sabihin sa akin yon?
Ay, kaloka ka.
Hindi, nawala na siya. Nawala na. Nawala na.
Saan man siya nanggagaling? Go, go, go. So, kamusta na?
Nawala na. Nawala na.
Saan man siya
Ay, kay Jane. Confirmed. Kay Jane.
Sa akin?
Kay Jane. Confirmed. Kay Jane.
Sa akin.
Sa'yo nga, Jane.
Ige, patay mo na yan. Nakakaloka, parang may konsensya.
That's slide 7, Rosh.
Ano?
Go na tayo?
Oo, go na tayo. Parang may konsensya kasi kayo na, kaya ang hirap mag-proceed. So anyway, excited kami ngayon. Gusto ko na ipakilala yung guest natin kasi ang tagal namin hindi nagkwentuhan. Nagkikita kami sa mga events pero parang wala lang. Alam mo yung dumadaan lang sa isa't isa kasi parehong mga busy. So everyone, I would like to introduce syempre ang ating special guest for today. She started freelancing in a period where online freelancing was not yet a buzzword. Hindi pa siya kilala, syempre. She was doing odd jobs, data entry, and accepting graphic design, which led her to be hired by the first company she was employed to. From 2009, grabe, matagal na nga, to 2012, she took side hustles and freelancing jobs by being a trainer in a training facility in Las Piñas. She also took jobs online, writing articles and doing product reviews. After she left a small BPO company that shut down, she helped her then client to acquire clients in his behalf. In 2012, they formed their BPO company. She formed Scales Experts in 2018 after she rebranded her old company that she formed with a previous business partner who passed away. Ay, ang sad. The company's specialties are customer service support and virtual assistance. Currently, her teams cater to one of the leading online and mobile food ordering and delivery marketplace with the largest and most comprehensive network of 300,000 restaurant partners. Ay, ang taray! She also caters to a network of recruiting firms in the US. She has just acquired a new account of robot delivery, catering to companies in Seoul, Dubai, Belgrade, and Michigan. Ang bongga, I'm so happy. She is blissfully married to Emmanuel Baluyo and has 3 children. Patrice, a voice actress, and works as a recruiting specialist at Scale Experts. Louis, who is also in the same BPO industry, and Iman Xavier, sana na-pronounce ko ng tama, who is currently in senior high and is an accomplished and champion jiu-jitsu fighter and MMA enthusiast. I like it. She has been a Rotarian since 2014, and in 2020, she was elected as a club president for the Rotary Club of Rodriguez. She was the district chair for membership engagement of Rotary District 3800 for 2022 and currently an assistant governor for the Rotary year 2023 to 2024. She established the first corporate Rotary E-Club in the Philippines and perhaps the World Rotary E-Club of Scale Experts Maris and held the position as its charter president. In June 2022, she was hailed as one of the Philippines' top 30 leaders on LinkedIn, coveting number 5 in the list. As of February 2023, she was named by Passion Vista magazine as one of the women leaders to look up to in 2023 and was also named as Asia CEO Award as CEO of the Year for the BPO sector by the Asia Business Magazine. By June 2023, she was named as one of the top Filipino women on LinkedIn. Grabe, Pam! Sobra, I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you so much, pinaunlakan mo kami.
Yes, good evening, Pam.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Have fun.
Parang
Hindi
hindi active masyado yung family ni Miss Pam, no? Like may actress, meron siyang MMA, jiu-jitsu.
Ano siya, may update na dyan. My son just joined or was finally admitted to the national pool of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Hopefully by May, unang laban niya as representing our country talaga.
Good luck. Natuwa ako, nakita ko kasi yung post mo about that. Kasi si Oleg, yung bunso ko, she's also into jiu-jitsu. Pero mga less than a year pa lang siya. So, bagong-bago pa lang. So, natutuwa ako that we have something in common. Pero, syempre, hindi naman jiu-jitsu ang topic natin today. It's about your challenges, your stories as a woman, di ba? That we look up to. Ayun. So, kwento mo naman. Kasi yung binasa ko kanina parang nakakalula. Pero I'm sure mas malalim yung pinagsimulan mo. So, can you tell us a little bit more about it?
As a freelancer, nag-start talaga ako, I actively on online freelancing as early as 2009 kasi syempre yun yung panahon na kailangan talaga lahat ng side hustles gagawin mo so you'll be able to sustain your family. Kasi alam mo naman, pag nag-start ka ng family, when they're growing up, we all know that corporate jobs may or may not be enough. So, sabi ko, may skills naman ako, but hindi ko gamitin. So that's where I started becoming a freelancer. The good thing about it is noong 2011, I had an opportunity to help someone, kumbaga, help me realize building up a BPO company. Kasi sa BPO kasi, one thing na isa din sa naging frustration ko is the politics behind it. Sobrang, alam nyo yon yung hindi ka mapopromote agad kasi you don't, merong iba
Hindi ka bibo.
Oo, diba?
Hindi ka nagpapa-Starbucks.
Oo, hindi ka bumili ng Starbucks sa PL mo, diba? Yung mga ganon. And the politics is there. And it's really hard for me na parang ina-undermine yung ano ko. Parang, mano ka you're ito may sumampal sa akin ito you're the highest paid PL, so dapat you get all the biggest jobs. Parang binabayaran ka na malaki, so dapat magtrabaho ka ng parang kabayo, ganon. So that was like, parang hindi naman yata kanais-nais na ganon yung turing sa akin. It was unfair for me. And then, yun nga, mahirap ang buhay. And me having to deal with teenager kids and then meron kang baby, diba ang hirap i-juggle ang pagiging nanay on that. So when I started, yung going full-time freelancing in 2011, dun ko naramdaman na it's so easy for you. It's not really easy, but kumbaga you have more freedom to do what you want and to live the life that you want. So to build this company, medyo mahirap kasi syempre, unlike with other, kumbaga maraming BPOs na tumayo at that time, but how to build it from scratch, yun yung mahirap, yung pag-bootstrap ng business. You suddenly bigla ka sasabihin ng kliyente, gusto ko ng 3 tao. I mean, how are you going to scale that up with the limited resources that you have? So, and then, it's not really an easy task kasi naranasan ko mawala ng pera, malugi, takbuhan ka ng kliyente, those kinds of stuff. Akala ko madali ang freelancing, but it's not. And the bad thing about that is 10 years ago, if you try to look for someone who could help you understand, nobody's gonna help you with that. Walang tutulong sa'yo to let you hold the reins. Kumbaga parang, paano ko patatakbuhin ito? Diba? Hindi naman, dati pag tinanong mo yung mga shift manager nun, paano nyo kinocompute yung ganito? Ay, hindi pwede, trade secret ito. Parang, Pero naman, di tatanong lang naman, gusto ko lang naman malaman yung formula para at least I can do it right. Hindi, I had to research. Talagang sobrang grabe research. Research ko na, nauubos ang oras ko sa research para lang makuha yung, and there were a lot of trial and error. So, mas natin mga freelancers ngayon, isusubo na lang nila kung paano maging freelancer. Pag hindi pa sila natuto, ewan ko na lang.
Totoo. Mas friendly kasi yung community ngayon kasi siguro mas nagkikita-kita na tayo, may mga events, 'di ba? Nagkakausap-usap. Ikaw, Jen,
Yes, yes.
simula ka, 'di ba? Nag-call center ka rin. What year was that?
Ako ba?
Oo.
Oo,
Mga
nag-call
time.
center din ako. Talagang call center ako for 2006 to 2009, so 3 years. And then BPO pa rin siya pero non-voice na siya kasi parang email ano na. So lumipat ako noong 2009 sa sales naman pero ano pa rin, yung nga yung politics and yung talaga yung nakakapagod yung culture.
Totoo. Si Jane, parang ganun din ang isang mga, parang nakwento mo sa akin, Jane, di ba? You had the
Yes.
same issue.
Yes, ano din ako, call center din ako from 2004 to 2008 ata. So parang
Oo.
same path yung ano natin, no? Yung sinasabi ni Miss Pam, no, Miss Roche, yung politics, nandun na
Totoo.
tayo, nasa corporate, maraming ganon. Sa ano din naman,
Oo.
freelancing, meron din naman eh. Have you ever experienced that, Miss Pam?
Oo
Na,
naman.
oh, so hindi rin,
Someone will pick you better kasi sasabihin, ay, mas mura, mas may ganito. And ikaw, syempre parang hindi naman lahat forte mo eh, di ba? Like in my case, my forte talaga is really on customer service. And I'm not really, kung ako magiging virtual assistant, I may not be as good as other virtual assistants out there. Kumbaga, but what I'm good at is really to develop people. Yung nag-ano ko, I help people be the best version of themselves. So that's where I'm good at. So sabi ko, bakit ko kailangan trabahuin to? Pwede naman ako mag-hire ng tao para gumawa sa akin. So that's how, di ba? That's how I started the business. Parang leveraging on the people that can do it for you. And you just do the mathematics on costing on that one. And then I hate marketing. Struggle ko yung marketing, how to market myself. But then I realized if I really wanted to make this happen, you have to understand each of the aspects of your business. So, marketing inaral ko rin. Ang daming trial and errors doon. Talagang kaya nga sabi ko, napakaswerte talaga ng mga tao ngayon. If they wanted to build a business, there are so many sites, there are so many communities like Popsco that can help them realize it. Na hindi sila masyado pwede sila maging Disney princess, tayo hindi.
True.
Pero gusto ko yung part na parang you took charge na you did not like something na ayaw mong parang so you took charge of your destiny na ikaw na mismo yung nagtayo ng sarili mong BPO. So what can you say yung kumbaga paano yung anong kinaiba ng culture ng scale expert sa mga BPO companies na pinanggalingan mo before?
Yes.
If there's one thing that I've changed is the way that people are doing things. Kumbaga parang the managers are empowered to do what they need to do para mag-grow sila. And may principle na tinuro yung business partner ko noon, and that was they call the principle of trust tactic. Yung mission style directive, mission directives. Kumbaga, hindi sila tuturuan ko anong gagawin. Ito yung goal, bahala ka kung paano mo siya i-execute. So, may ganun pala. May ganung principle on how to execute things. And that was the one thing that I would say that my business partner really taught me na German kasi siya, German-American. So parang yun ang naituro niya. Pero hindi niya alam pa paano execute ng maayos. So I was kind of like, okay, so this is how you want it done. So, ayun. So, empowering your employees is, I think, one of the best things that you can do to help retain talent. Kasi binibigyan mo sila ng pagkakataon na mag-isip on their own rather than just being told what to do. And direct them rather than just telling them what to do. Yung talagang they have to understand the concept of accountability. Na if you pardon my French, fucked up, you should be answerable for it, di ba?
Totoo yan, totoo yan. So, medyo tama yung ginagawa natin dyan sa FAPSCO. Pag suggestion mo, gawa mo.
Yes, kaya kung wala kang time, wag ka nang mag-suggest kasi voluntold sa FAPSCO. Tama yan. Tama rin actually kasi feeling ko Filipinos, as Filipino online professionals, talagang tayo, we tend to step up kapag ka na-feel natin that our work is valued. And dahil nga sa yung yung imposter syndrome natin, 'di ba? Na parang pag na-feel natin na bina-value yung work natin, mas lalo tayong nagse-step up kasi kailangan natin yung validation na yon for us to get kumbaga ma-overcome natin yung imposter syndrome, no? Pero ikaw ba, Miss Pam, na-experience ka pa ba ng imposter syndrome with everything that you've achieved so far?
I guess yes. Meron pa rin. Meron yung lalo na kapag yung biglaan na success, yung biglaang recognition or biglaang like magugulat ka na lang, yung nagising ka na lang and then suddenly there's this huge responsibility given to you. Andun pa rin yung feeling ko na parang, teka, do I really deserve doing this? Parang parang do I deserve being like this? So, parang, parang hindi ako ito. I don't feel like I am doing it right. But then, yun nga, the intensity of having that feeling, hindi na katulad ng dati.
Zane, ang ganda ng ngiti mo, mukhang may tanong ka kay Pam. Tuloy mo na yan.
Yes, oo, kasi nga yung mga kinikwento ni Miss Pam, parang napaisip ako bigla doon sa strategy na naituro ng Miss Pam, ng business partner mo. Ang question doon, do you do that with all your employees? Kasi 'di ba may mga employees talaga na like procedural. Kailangan ibigay mo sa kanila yan yung SOP na detailed na 'di ba yung sinasabi natin na kailangan kahit elementary kid could understand, 'di ba? So, iba-iba kasi yung type of employees natin. So meron yung mga challenge na gusto nila, you give them the freedom na okay, sige, mag-explore ka, mag-research and all. Then build Yung iba naman hindi. So how do you deal with that?
Definitely one thing I can confirm is hindi lahat ng empleyado hindi lahat ng empleyado may initiative. May iba gustong talaga nasasaktan talaga sila. Yung kailangan talaga pagsalitaan mo. Di ba? And they want, there are indeed some people na no matter how you try to give them the encouragement, they would feel that they can do it best if you just tell them what to do. So, I think that's one of the things that a CEO must understand, that you have to wear different hats kasi hindi lahat ng pagkakataon, hindi lahat ng tao, they would understand your perspective. There are some, kumbaga, ito yung level ito level ng cup mo, ito lang sila, and then you pour half of your cup to them, you want to give them, that knowledge, that privilege, and yet they couldn't handle it because hanggang doon lang yung comprehension nila. So you have to give it to them at portions until such time that they will understand. Merong learning curve talaga nila is mabagal, and you have to accept. That's the hardest part for me, is to accept na hanggang dito lang muna sila. You have to be patient to teach them more. Pag nagti-TMI sila, nakokoma sila
Actually, papunta ganyan tanong ko, Pam, kasi you're one of the few women that I look up to when it comes to the freelancing in the BPO industry. I see you as a very powerful person. And nai-imagine ko, ang lakas kaya ng arrive mo. Mini-message ko nga si Jehan kanina. Sabi ko, I like you kasi ang lakas ng dating mo. But you are very genuine and you care a lot about your people. In fact, ang naalala kong sabi mo nga sa Sambuanga before, you want to change the culture of the call center industry kasi nga hindi nga maganda yung nakagisnan natin, di ba? Back in the days. So paano mo binabalanse with your type of personality? How are you managing your people na hindi sila nalulunod sa sobrang presensya mo, yung presence mo, the way that you talk, the way kung paano ka magturo, paano mo siya alam mo yun, parang fine tune para hindi masyado silang malunod.
Intimidate, no? Oo,
I
kasi
think
intimidating
it's
si Miss Pam.
Ay, grabe. Bakit ganun ang dating nila sa... Ba't ganun ang dating ko? Alam mo, sa tribe, ang sabi nila din sa akin, ay parang namamalo si Miss Pam. Malo, bakit ako namamalo?
Parang
Para daw ako si
naninigaw, gano'n.
principal. Oo, parang ako yung principal. Parang kulang lang chief warden ang dating, di ba? Mga ganun. But then here I am. Here I am. This is what I am. And I give them an opening that they can see the funny side of me. And that na parang ito ako pag nasa labas, I think that what really worked for them is for me to be laying my cards to them na if I started shouting, if I started raising my voice, if I started getting frustrated, it's because I want things done the way that it should be done. That you would rather see me in that position na medyo upset si Miss Pam or nagagalit si Miss Pam, mainit ang ulo ni Ante, na kesa na when there's something wrong and my reaction to you is like I would shut up and babalikan kita na may papel na akong hawak-hawak. Thank you for working with skilled experts. That's the more dangerous me. So a lot of people, especially those who are close to me, know na they'd rather take the heat from me rather than antayin kong papilan sila. Oo, kasi pag pinapilan ko sila, ibig sabihin, I'm already considering what should be done. Kumbaga parang I'm putting my foot down and that's it. You have to go through the process. If you would be given the notice to explain, you will be disciplined. That's how I do it. The more formal I am, it means I'm doing the disciplinary part. Pero kapag yung tipong para akong nanay na tumatalak, kung di dahil sa gagalit lang kayo pag tumatanong yung mga ganun. That's me giving my heart out and letting you understand. And sometimes it's not a good thing kasi you're going to wear your heart on the sleeve. Pero mas para, I think my team understand. Uy, meron silang one time, ganun pala magalit si Miss Pam. Parang sinabihan yata nila na, salamat ka, ganyan siya nagalit. Yun, talagang sabi, huwag mong intayin na
Alam na
tumahimik
nila.
yan.
Tumahimik
Alam
ako.
nila.
Some
Oo, pag
people
tumahimik ako, pag tinawag, ba't ganito, hindi nangyari. At instead of, they're expecting the worst, na, tipong hindi taob eh. Hindi naman ako nagtataob ng table, wala namang ganunan. Pero hindi pong bagsak papel, yung mga ganun, Imbis na ganon, but I'd rather like stay quiet and say, maya-maya, nagsistart na ako mag-send out ng mga emails. That's the dangerous me. Yun ang kinatatakutan nila. And yun yung, I guess yun nga, if leaders like us, leaders like me, would be open enough, be transparent na ito yung terms ko, na I hope you guys will get that cue. As soon as you see this, you should know what to do. So, ayun, laying your heart on that, laying your cards, I think that's a very healthy thing para sa mga but not necessarily make word of caution lang doon yung parang huwag masyadong ibibigay lahat kasi minsan di ba the hard truth na natutunan ko bilang CEO is there are some things that you have to put a delineation line. You have to put a demarcation line between you and your staff. That you have to accept that there are some things that they prefer that they just do it on their own. Hindi nila kasama boss nila. And there are things that you prefer that you do it on your own. Hindi sila kasama. Hindi dapat sila kasama. Ganun.
May boundaries pa rin. Ang gagaling kasi parang they already know how you operate. Kasi may comment tayo dito. Sabi ni Mayan Obras Sarmiento, galit now, busog later.
Sarap naman palang magalit.
Oo, okay na yun. Kung busog naman, ako kailan sa akin ako busog.
Panuluyo later.
Yeah, greet muna natin Yes. So, greet muna natin yung mga nanonood tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I think puro mga hatak ni Miss Pam lahat itong mga nanonood. Kanina we started with around 50 to 60 viewers and ngayon meron pa rin almost half ang staying with us. Thank you so much for watching. And basahin lang natin yung ibang comments. Sabi ni Eloisa Remo Calvero, hi Miss Pam. Si Mayan pa rin, SEI represent. Alan Merced Garcia is asking, may I join the group please? If you're asking how to join FOPSCO, pinost ko po yung link ng membership site namin. You can click on the registration form there para maka-join po kayo sa FOPSCO, and all regular members can also join the FOPSCO online community Facebook group. Ayan, i-add po kayo doon pag regular member na kayo. Ayan, si Richie, good evening. Richie Peñaflor, Breva Muntan, Mamang Pam with all the hearts. Nats Paco, looking good, me. And sabi ni Eloisa, strongly agree with you, Miss Johan. I think she was agreeing to the validation thing kanina. So, yeah, talagang we all experience it. At before we continue po, let me also invite everyone na nasa Davao area, Davao Jensen Bukidnon area, ICT Davao Incorporated invites everyone to LiveX 2024 on March 21, that's tomorrow na po, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Pinnacle Hotel and Suites, Davao City. LiveX 2024 is a pivotal gathering in the ICT industry. This event aims to bring together industry leaders, professionals, and innovators for a collaborative and informative experience. So go to their website and register now for LiveX 2024 happening tomorrow. Sabi ni Sir Marl, naka-attend daw po siya dito ng LiveX before, and it was a very interesting event daw, sabi niya. And sabi ni Kentoy, hi Ma'am Jen. Kentoy, alam kong nasa Davao ka, mag-attend ka ng LiveX 2024 tomorrow. Ayan. If may mga ano ka sa Davao, Miss Pam, you may also want to invite them. Send ko yung link later for LiveX.
Yes. All right. Sige.
Diba? ICT Council, kinemerot na rin kami. May ICT Council naman sa inyo, Miss Pam, no?
Oh, I think so. But I am yet to connect with them kasi hindi pa ako masyadong more on diretso sa DICT tayo eh. Which I am excited pala no by May and June. So sa lahat ng mga freelancers natin dyan, please watch out for us. Tayo talaga ito. Yeah. Kasi 'di ba, our goal talaga is to be able to elevate yung profession ng freelancing talaga, and to let others know that this is not just a job. Freelancing is not a job. It's a profession. It's a vocation even for some, diba?
Yes. Lifestyle.
Totoo yan.
Lifestyle, yes. Diba?
Sundutan ko ng tanong, Pam, kasi sabi mo kayo na you're also collaborating with DICT, which is alam ko naman din, 'di ba? Pero sabi mo kayo na DICT, binibilang ko may NOAA ka, may freelance tribe ka, tapos you have scale expert, tapos may Rotary ka pa. Tapos syempre ang anak mo nagjo-jujitsu, so kailangan, 'di ba, stage mom ka, I'm sure. Tapos kasi nakita ko rin yung post mo, 'di ba? Dun sa apo mo. So, how are you? Tapos asawa pa, syempre sweetie, chami kayo ni husband. How are you balancing everything? Tapos still, alam mo yun, look gorgeous every day. Na parang I woke up like this.
And yung tanong agad ni Jean kanina. Especially Miss Pam.
Bumili kayo ng sarili niyo sa lodge.
Pa-branch nga ng
Ayan, franchise ka pa.
Pa-franchise.
Pa-franchise ko na ba ang Wonderlab?
Ayan, usapang business na tayo dito.
Kasi di ba, when you have that kind of business and if you're, the goal of having a business is to be able to live the life you want. So, I think that's one of the things din na naging goal ko. Kasi nga, ayoko na mangamuhan. Yun, that's the one thing. I mean, while pwede naman ako mangamuhan, pero I don't want terrible bosses anymore because I've worked with one or two terrible bosses before, and it really hurts me na parang hindi makatao yung pagpapatakbo niyo ng negosyo. And yun yung that triggered me. Sabi ko, I want to have my own business where I can set the rules and yet be able to bridge that gap between employees and management. Kasi ang hirap, di ba? Ang hirap when you have your own you're now your own boss and you realize na kaya pala may mga ganitong business owners kasi they're also trying to protect their own finances, their own business, but then you have to balance it out with yung handling your employees. In your case, if you're a freelancer, yung handling your association with other people. So it's really a balancing act. And di ba, na-mention mo na nga kanina, Rosh, di ba, parang how do I even manage all of this? It's a matter of understanding na yung priorities mo. Which one goes first? Which one goes second? Um, yung pagkakalendar ng buhay mo, parang ano na, yung it's a way of improving your organizing skills by organizing your life and putting it, hindi mo naman kino-compartmentalize ang buhay mo, pero you make sure you set aside something for each and one of them. And there were some instances that I regret that. Kasi lalo na yung panahon na start ka pa lang mag-scale ng negosyo, ang dami mong na miss out, na hindi mo napapansin, ito na ganito na pala kalala, and then you also have experience na you skip out some instances and you have to sacrifice that, and then you have to understand na it will happen, it will become a phase, and then it's up to you hanggang kailan ka magsistay sa ganung sitwasyon. And if you're not going to take hold or take charge of that, talaga malulunod ka. So I'm pretty, I would say right now, I'm happier na set aside ko na. Like right now, next year, I medyo luluwag ako sa Rotary because ano na muna, hindi muna ako kumbaga mag-focus muna ako na club level. Pagdating naman sa work, dun ko naman ibubuhos ng kaunti kasi mag-aano na ako, we're going to expand. And then, setting aside the things that I love most, which is like, nagme-mentor ako, nagtuturo ako, and that's why I have Noah and the tribe to give my energy to Ikama. And then yung hobbies, yung me time ko, salon. Diba? Pwede ka naman magtrabaho ng freelancing mo sa salon. Yun. Yung pwede ka mag-board meeting pero nakasala din. Oo, diba? Mag-board meeting ka, nakasala ang kamay mo. Diba? Nakasala ang kamay mo. Kasi kami pinapagalitan ka. May kine-check ka sa ano mo. Diba? Oo, pero yung totoo, yung isang kamay mo nasa UV light. O kaya nakaupo ka, pero yung totoo, nagpo-food spa ka. Oh, di ba? Pwede yun.
Ginawa namin yan eh.
Ginawa ko na yan. Nag-QVR ako, pero yung totoo, nakasalang ang pa ako.
Pero sa bahay, home service pa lang, hindi pa sa akin yung salon. Ikaw mas bongga ka.
Kasi siya may-ari ng salon eh. Parang she can do whatever she wants. 'Di ba? Yun kasi talaga yung yung pinaka-challenge. As for me dun sa experience ko, yung it's very hard to draw the line between yung personal life mo and your professional life. Kasi 'di ba parang kasi ang skill expert, I think may kayo, Miss Pam, no? May office talaga kayo. Ako kasi never ako nagka-office eh. Remote lang kasi yung mga mga VAs ko. Oo. Pero yun, yun sinabi mo nga kanina, no, yung kailangan mo talaga yung i-calendar or i-organize mo yung life mo, yung personal and yung mo, yun yung oo. Oh, yes, exactly. Although hindi kahit kasi ganon, yung early part, I think yun yung sinasabi mo kanina, ang hirap din talaga. So may masasacrifice ka talaga na family time during the early days kasi yun yung business habang pinapalago mo pa kasi siya, 'di ba? So siya muna yung priority mo. So yung priority natin talaga nag-iiba naman. So yun, ang ganda nun, na kailangan tanggapin natin kasi especially na maraming moms na super hands-on tapos nung nag-transition sila into having their own BPO or yun nga, yung kahit small agency lang like what I have, mahirap pa din ang dami pa ring mga challenges. So marami pa rin siyang masasacrifice. I thought kasi before, I wanna keep my team small para hindi masacrifice yung yung time with family. Pero hindi pa din marami pa rin akong na-sacrifice. So I think yun din yung talagang kailangang matutunan ng mga freelancers aspiring to be agency owners. Oo, yeah. Business.
Minsan at one point, yun din ang akala ko noon. Before, I was happy with just having 30 employees. Sabi ko, malaki na to. para sa akin malaki na to. Talaga hindi ko naman kaya mag-scale ng malaki. And then suddenly an opportunity came na how can you refuse that? I mean, pag dumating ka sa punto na yun, anong gagawin mo? And then, you have to make an informed decision and you have to start taking calculated risk. Yun kasi yung iba ayaw mag-take ng risk. Doon sila natatakot ng gusto. And awa ng Diyos, kahit pa paano, may konting ano pa ako, lakas ng loob, so I can do calculated risk and making sure na, hindi, kakayanin to. I have to, kumbaga, lay my cards on the table and let everyone na involved dun sa project know na ito yung mangyayari. There will be times na mahihirapan tayo, magkakaroon tayo ng problema, but in the end, ito yung resulta. So if you're willing to go to this crazy ride with me, let's do it. So once you get that, you get the buy-in and you start doing that. Pag nalagpasan mo, sarap eh. Kasi you can now repeat the process without, worrying out. Ngayon, before, I was so scared. So, paano pag nawala itong kumpanya sa akin? Ngayon, I realized na, kasi I did it once, nalugi na ako before and I was able to bounce back. So, ibig sabihin, if anything happens, I can go back and restart everything all over.
Yung mahirit ako doon, Miss Rosh. Ano kasi, yun kasi minsan, even if we do, even if the risk is calculated, parang hindi kasi natin kayang i-anticipate lahat. Like, yung isang nangyari sa atin, like the pandemic, di ba, wala namang doon, parang nagulat lahat, di ba? So, siguro yung matutunan din sa'yo is, ako kasi never ako nagkaroon ng lakas ng loob na I wanna scale, like, yung kagaya ng nung pag-scale mo. Ano yung pwede mong i-advise sa amin? Like, kasi minsan, like, ginawa mo na lahat. And when can you say na this is enough already? Na this is a failure, it's okay. I'm going to do something else. Yung ganon. Tapos kailan ka paano ka nagde-decide na enough is enough or when to hit the brake, when to hit the accelerator, when to pivot?
It's a very good question kasi minsan kasi yung temptation na andoon, na you wanted to go ahead and not really, kumbaga, you start ignoring the red signals, kumbaga yung warning signs. And para sa akin, you can stop when you feel na kumbaga, the waters, yung inner peace mo nararamdaman mo. That you don't have to have a lot of money. Basta importante, yung buhay mo tahimik. Kumbaga, pag tinanong mo yung operations mo, tinanong mo yung mga activities mo, and everything seems to fall into place. Then siguro, then, it's more of yung attention ko, sa akin ngayon right now, yung attention ko nun is to, ano yung other opportunities ko na pwede kong gawin? Ano yung pwede kong maging mga backup plans na. So, yung planning mo na how to back up things, yun na yung pwede mo nang gawin. And then, para maging ready ka, just in case biglang magkaroon na naman ng bagong pandemic, magkaroon na naman ng bagong sakuna, at least ready ka. Meron kang backup. Yun ang nasa stage ako ngayon. Para sa akin, para malaman ko na enough is enough, yun nga, you feel na you are at the stage when you are hindi siya basta happy. I can't really explain it, but it's more of like if something happens badly, kung may nangyaring adverse, hindi kumbaga you'll easily be able to let go. Paano ba yun?
Parang ganun.
Parang it's okay. Sige. Nangyari yan.
It feels good. Parang it's the right thing. Parang it's meant to happen. Parang ganun ba?
Parang, for example, nawalan ka ng kliyente, pero you don't even feel, nawalan ako ng kliyente. Oo. It's not a loss, but it's even a relief for you.
Yes. I felt that kasi
Pam. Stage na ako sa dancing career ko.
Kaya excited ako. Excited akong tanungin kasi I felt that si Zane, alam niya to, nakwento ko to kay Zane kasi. So how long do you think, meron namang experience sa sarili mo na you let go of a client that you felt you were holding on for so long? And how long did it take you to decide? Kasi ako, I felt that I was holding on too long. Kaya medyo, it already bothered me. So how about you? Did you experience that? And how did you manage it?
Basta minarikondo ko na lang sila eh. Yung bang pag ano, yung bang
Tapon
pag
na.
realize ko, oh, you're no longer making me happy.
You're
Let's
no
go
longer
na
feeling
tayo.
joy.
Oo. Yung bang, I no longer feel joy serving you, so I might
Yes.
as well let you go. May mga ganon, meron ako mga instances na hindi na kita feel na makasama. I mean, it's not with the job, but it's really more of, you know, understanding na hanggang dito na lang tayo. It's the end of the road. Ano nga, kanina pinag-uusapan namin yun sa session eh. I don't love you anymore. Para diba,
Hindi ka
kakanta na ako ng
sentimental, Miss Pam.
oo, diba? I don't love you
Term ako
anymore.
dyan.
Akala ko sabi mo, it's not you, it's me.
Oo,
May term
there's
ako na ginagamit for that.
Ano
Kasi
yun?
yung sa mga end of friendships, yung kumbaga parang nafe-feel mo na yung friendship ninyo is slowly parang fading away, na parang sila mismo, parang kumbaga hindi na kayo nagko-connect sa mga relationships. Kahit sa client, ang term na ginamit ko dyan once is, I always say this, they have served their purpose in your life. Parang their purpose is served, hanggang dun na lang yung purpose nila. It's time for you to, kumbaga, move on to the next part. Kaya parang hindi na masakit na imarikondo mo sila kasi they've served their purpose. Nakuha mo na yung kailangan mong matutunan na lesson from them. Yun. O, di ba nagpapaka-deep tayo ngayon?
Oo, diba?
Teka,
Bakit may
magpapa-shoutout
mahugot yata
muna.
tayo?
Pa-shoutout muna tayo. Shoutout daw kasi si Dennis habang nagbabadminton sa Cavite, Pam. So, kinakamusta ka ni Densyo. And then si Kentoy that says, Hi, Ma'am Jehan. O, di ba? Sila yung mga huling. Baka may tanong kayo dyan, di ba? Habang nandito ang ating gorgeous CEO. So, Jane?
Ayan. Ako magtatanong. Siguro kasi success story to ni Miss Pam, no? Kung meron ka bang success principle? Ano yung pinaka success principle mo?
I mean, mag-key to success, is that what you mean?
Yes. Like, don't quit. Ganon.
Ako kasi ito kasi yun parang ever since, mantra ko talaga to, do or do not, there is no try, by Yoda sa Star Wars, diba? Parang you either jump to it or don't do it. Walang try ko lang, baka sakali. Hindi ganun It doesn't work that way kasi even if you just try it, there's a certain risk that you're going to take. So, either you do it or you don't do it. Wala nga try. Tama nga naman, wala nga namang try. So parang, if I would go into this situation, might as well get the full experience para malaman mo it's not for you. Diba? Yun yung success ko. At saka ako, I always, for me, how to understand that this is going to be a winning endeavor for me is I always look for the signs that the universe is giving me, that God is giving me. It's not always like parang kung ano lang yung gusto mo. Kasi minsan kapag gano'n ang gagawin natin, if we became self-righteous in what we do, and hindi tayo humingi ng guidance, spiritual guidance, talagang mag-ano yun it might have its repercussions against you. So parang sa akin, part of having or taking calculated risk is to look for signs that make it kasi sa babae meron tayo gut feeling.
Intuition.
The intuition in women is something that we cannot ignore, and I've realized that many times that if I start listening to my intuition, if my gut feeling is telling me do not go there, I should really listen to it. Kasi most of the time, disgrasya talaga nangyari if I keep on ignoring it. And I guess it's a gift that was given to us bilang babae kasi we are meant to take care, to nurture. Diba? I think we needed our gut to nurture. to know when it's safe or not safe.
Totoo yan. Paano naman pag ikaw ang nangangailangan ng nurturing? Kunyari, you felt bad, you felt frustrated. Gaano ba katagal umiyak, mag-bounce back? What are you doing when you needed some nurturing naman?
Ako kasi it's really, that's the time na it's not that I'm shutting down. It's parang you have to give me time to breathe through it. Wag mo akong pwersahin. Kumbaga, if I feel so, parang I feel so unappreciated, or I feel so but I go to the things that makes me happy. Yung mga, I do knitting, I do reading books, I play games, I watch my favorite anime. May instances na I fell into this one depression na I don't want to think, I don't want to work, and hinayaan lang ako na magstay sa bahay. But then, parang binibigyan ko yung sarili ko rin ng deadline. Parang na-realize ko rin na I have to give myself deadline. Kasi kung hindi, maraming taong magsasuffer because I'm not there for them. Pero tinanggal ko na rin yung mindset ko na, ako lang ang kailangan nila. No. I let go of that mindset na kung hindi dahil sa akin, hindi kayo makakakilos na maayos. Because that's a very, damaging mindset.
That's very alpha.
You have to understand that there are people who can do things for you, and you have to trust them. Yung trust factor pa rin. Diba? Choose to trust pa rin.
Yes.
Ayan. So I have news for you guys. It's already 7:56.
Di ba? Ang bilis, di ba?
Grabe naman, ang bitin.
Nag-enjoy sa kwentuhan. And I really love yung mga words of wisdom ni Miss Pam. Kasi talagang actually, very applicable siya hindi lang sa trabaho, hindi lang sa managing people, but also managing relationships. Yun talaga yung kanina ko pa na you have to trust the people around you. Yan. Pero may mga Pam, parting message. What's your parting message, or what advice can you give sa mga kagaya namin na mga gusto maging empowered women pero hirap pa ring kumbaga umpisahan yung mga dapat na naming umpisahan ng mga projects. Yan.
One, women, we deserve to set aside time for ourselves. We cannot pour from an empty cup. We have to love ourselves. We have to give time for ourselves to blossom, to learn, to become ripe with fruit so that we can give. So, kapag hindi pinabayaan mo yung sarili mo, if you go on a self-destructing path, you won't be able to give yourself. You won't be able to give the best of yourself. So, if you want to be able to share, if you want to love, if you want to give, you have to start with yourself. Give yourself time, give yourself care, understand yourself, listen to yourself. Hindi naman selfishness yun. I don't think it is. But you need to somehow have that certain self-love so that you can give. Yeah. Even in freelancing, diba? In order for you to become a good freelancer, feed yourself, teach yourself, learn. Yan lang. Para sa mga freelancers dyan struggling, your time will come. Pero check yourself. Baka pinapabayaan mo kasi kaya hindi ka makausad. Diba? Take care of yourself.
I love it.
It made me admire you more. So susunod na kasi parang
bawasan na wrinkles. Bawasan natin na wrinkles. Hindi natin kailangan ng wrinkles.
Parang ang dali lang, no? Pero yung impact talaga nung sinabi ni Miss Pam, grabe.
Kasi it's coming from the heart, it's coming from her experience. And ako kasi, kahit na nung the first time that I listened to her speak sa PAFCON, sabi ko, I love this lady, I need to approach her. So nilapitan ko talaga si Pam. Kasi
if a friend.
Yeah, if a friend, diba? User friendly. Kasi nga, nagustuhan ko yung Nagustuhan ko yung sinabi niya and I know that I will learn a lot from you. And ngayon, na-confirm ko na tama yung naramdaman ko when I was in PAFCON. So thank you so much for gracing the show and for making us learn more. Alam ko kailangan namin yan. Hindi mo alam na may mentor mo kami at some point with your words of wisdom. So sana maulit ito at magkita-kita pa tayo sa mga susunod na pagkakataon kasi kulang ang isang
Wow.
oras.
Yes, yes. Kulang na kulang talaga ang isang oras for us. But I'm so thankful for FAPSCO for inviting me over. It's another community that freelancers should go into. Mamili rin kayo ng community ninyo kasi may mga iba, bibuild ng community, pababayaan ng community. Sayang naman, di ba? Let's build the community. And this is one of the communities that alam ko nagta-thrive. So, let's support these kinds of communities, people who are listening right now. And I'm thankful, ladies, for inviting me over, di ba? Kumain na tayo ng chicharong bulaklak, di ba? Love yourself.
Close ka na, Je.
And ayan, wait lang, may parting message ka pa ba, Jane? Is there anything you'd like to share about the episode?
Sa akin siguro si Miss Pam, actually Miss Pam, parang nung una, my first impression of you was intimidating talaga. Like kasi yung voice, yung ganon. And alam ko na ano to smart to, intelligent to and may skill.
Sabi naman. Parang feeling ko tuloy ako yung mga tipo, pinatawag ko kayong lahat, yung mga gano'n.
Parang ganong level actually. But I'm so thankful and nung nakilala kita, siguro kasi may personal na na pag-uusap nung pumunta kayo nila sa farm. So nakita ko yung isang side ni Pam na sobrang lambot pala ng puso nito. Napaka-generous nito. Sabi ko,
Grabe naman.
So parang it was really nice knowing you, Miss Pam. And yun, kung may mga nai-intimidate dyan, wag po. Kasi si Miss Pam is a very, very generous, kind-hearted person. Kahit sobrang empowered na niya, pero mabait na tao yan. So, thank you, Miss Pam.
Thank you.
Thank you
Kahit
so
mataas
much.
ka na, nandiyan paano pa rin no?
Ayan, thank you so much. Kailangan na po natin magpaalam. Thank you, Miss Jane and Pam. Thank you so much for gracing us tonight. And
Thank
I
you so
believe that we are connected with the people who will really give us more and who will really enrich our lives more. Mas may empower pa tayo. So thank you again. And thank you so much for watching us sa mga nanood tonight from start to finish. We really appreciate your time and hope to see you again next Wednesday. Please like our page, facebook.com/fopsco.ph, a national-based cooperative for Filipino online professionals. You may also find us in Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And if you had any takeaways in tonight's show, please share this episode so others can also learn like you. Thank you to FOPSCO Media, our partner in giving you this wonderful show. Join us again next week for another show with another special guest. Holy Week next week, most likely wala po tayong episode. It's a period of reflection both for Catholics and Muslims because it's also Ramadan. It's the period of fasting, the last 2 weeks of Ramadan. So wala po tayong episode next week. We will see you on the week after next. Ayan. And for our FOPSCO family, let's keep growing together. Thank you, Pam.
Bye. Thank you,
Have a
Jane.
good night.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye.